Bitcoin. It's more than just a cryptocurrency, it's a revolution that's shaking up the world of finance. From the streets of New York to Silicon Valley, everyone's talking about it. Whether you're a crypto enthusiast, a seasoned investor, or someone just starting to dip your toes into the world of digital currencies, one thing's clear: Bitcoin is back in the spotlight. So, what's the latest buzz? Stick with us as we dive into the hottest developments in the Bitcoin market today. Hey everyone, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a deep dive into the crypto world. Now, let's get into it. What's the latest with Bitcoin? Bitcoin has been on a wild ride lately. Just in the past few weeks, we've seen its price swing dramatically, from highs around $30,000 to dips below $25,000. What's causing these fluctuations? Is it just normal volatility, or is there something bigger at play? Price swings in Bitcoin are nothing new, but recent global events, like inflation concerns, interest rate hikes, and regulatory news, have caused even more turbulence. It's a game of risk and reward, and the market's reacting in real time. Let's talk macroeconomics. Inflation is running high, and traditional markets are feeling the pressure. Many investors are turning to Bitcoin as a hedge against inflation, seeing it as a store of value, much like gold. Despite some debate over Bitcoin's true role as an inflation hedge, its fixed supply of 21 million coins certainly makes it an attractive option for those looking to protect their wealth in uncertain times. Big news in the institutional world: Bitcoin ETFs are back in the spotlight. With companies like BlackRock and Fidelity pushing forward with Bitcoin ETFs, the idea of an easily accessible Bitcoin investment is becoming a reality. An ETF could bring in billions from institutional investors, driving up the demand for Bitcoin. But what would this mean for retail investors? More liquidity, higher volatility, or potentially more stability? Speaking of institutions, Bitcoin is increasingly being adopted by some of the world's largest financial players. Companies like Tesla, MicroStrategy, and Square have already made significant Bitcoin purchases. But now, it's not just about owning Bitcoin, it's about creating platforms to make it more accessible. Imagine a future where paying for your morning coffee, or booking your Uber ride, is as easy as using Bitcoin. That future is closer than you think. One of the biggest hurdles Bitcoin faces is transaction speed. But with the rise of the Lightning Network, that could all change. The Lightning Network is a second-layer protocol that allows for faster and cheaper Bitcoin transactions. This means Bitcoin could eventually become practical for everyday use, beyond just being a store of value. Let's talk about the Bitcoin halving event, scheduled for 2024. Historically, halving events have led to significant price increases. Why? Because the reward for miners gets cut in half, decreasing supply while demand often increases. We saw massive price surges in the years following past halvings. Could we be looking at another big rally soon? The countdown is on. Bitcoin isn't just making waves in the US, it's gaining traction in emerging markets, too. Countries like El Salvador are adopting Bitcoin as legal tender, and in places with unstable currencies, people are turning to Bitcoin as a reliable alternative. Could Bitcoin be the answer to global financial inclusion? The rise of Bitcoin in developing economies is showing us just how transformative it can be. Let's face it, regulation is one of the most talked about topics in the crypto space right now. The SEC is closely examining Bitcoin ETFs, and other government bodies are considering more stringent rules for crypto. While regulation can be a double-edged sword, it could bring legitimacy and stability to Bitcoin in the long run. But how much regulation is too much? Only time will tell. Bitcoin's environmental impact is a constant topic of debate. Mining Bitcoin consumes a lot of energy, and critics argue that it's contributing to climate change. But advocates point out that many miners are switching to renewable energy sources. Could Bitcoin become a green crypto asset? The mining industry is evolving, and new technologies are emerging to reduce the carbon footprint of Bitcoin mining. So, what's next for Bitcoin? With institutional adoption, innovation in technology, and growing acceptance worldwide, Bitcoin is well positioned for continued growth, despite the inevitable bumps along the way. But with all that said, Bitcoin remains a volatile and speculative asset. It's a high-risk, high-reward game, and no one really knows where it's headed. What do you think about Bitcoin's future? Are we heading for another bull run, or will the market cool off? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We want to hear from you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on the world of Bitcoin and crypto. This space is evolving fast, and we're here to keep you ahead of the curve. Until next time, stay informed, stay smart, and keep an eye on the crypto market.